have appreciable force of attraction due to which they are converted into solid state. To the next, we know that the freezing is opposite of melting. Why? Because in melting, a solid changes to liquid. In freezing, a liquid changes to solid. It means freezing is opposite of melting. We know the freezing occurred if we know that the freezing of water takes place at 0 degrees centigrade. It means we know that the freezing point of any substance is same as to that of their melting point. But the difference is that on melting we have to increase the temperature and on freezing we have to cool it. It means the freezing point of a matter is same as to that of its melting point. It means the freezing point of matter is same to that of its melting point. Then what is the difference? The difference is that during melting we have to increase the temperature and during freezing we have to decrease the temperature. But the difference is that during melting we have to increase the temperature. And during freezing we have to decrease the temperature. That's all about the change in the state of matter by changing temperature. What we know if we have solid state, the next we have liquid state, and to the next we have what? Gaseous state. Then what is the transfer temperature? Solid changes to liquid. The process is known as melting or fusion. On clear? To the next, liquid changes to gaseous state. The temperature is the process is termed as boiling or vaporization. That is on again. To the next, the gaseous changes to liquid state. The process is known as condensation. On cooling. The next, liquid changes to solid state. Liquid changes to solid state on decreasing temperature is termed as freezing. Or we can say solidification. By cooling. Means we know what is the effect of change of temperature on matter. It means solid changes to liquid on increasing temperature. The process is known as melting or freezing. The liquid changes to gaseous state on increasing temperature or on heating. The process is known as boiling or vaporization. So the next, the gaseous changes to liquid state by cooling. The process is termed as condensation. So the next, liquid state changes to solid state on cooling. The process is known as freezing or solidification. Let us discuss the next topic, that is known as latent heat. But question arises in our mind that what is latent heat? Let us discuss it. What is latent heat? Let us do an activity to know what is latent heat. If we have ice cube, and what is the temperature of ice cube? It is minus 10 degrees centigrade. If we have ice cube, then what is the temperature of the ice cube? It is minus 10 degrees centigrade. Let's start heating it continuously. Listen to me. We are going to heat it continuously without any back. We have a flame here. And at the same time, we are going to check its temperature by the use of thermometer. What we are doing? We are going to check the temperature together with heating it continuously. What we observe, let us know it. When we start heating it, then its temperature, what happens? The temperature increases. It is minus 10 degrees centigrade, minus 9 degrees centigrade. When we start heating it, then its temperature increases. Then minus 8 degrees centigrade, minus 7 degrees centigrade, minus 6 degrees centigrade, minus 5 degrees centigrade, minus 4 degrees centigrade, minus 3 degrees centigrade, minus 2 degrees centigrade, minus 1 degree centigrade, and then 0 degrees centigrade. When we care at this temperature, it means what we observe till now, that on heating it continuously, when heat is supplied to it, then its temperature increases, and it increases from minus 10, minus 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, minus 1, and then to 0. But when the temperature reaches to 0 degrees centigrade, then at that temperature, if we are continue heating it, but what we see, the temperature does not changes. It means it remain constant. What is that one? That is 0 degrees centigrade. Then where the heat goes? Where the heat goes which we are supplying continuously. But before that we observe that on heating it, the temperature increases. But on 0 degree centigrade, we are heating it continuously, but there is not increase in the temperature. Then where this heat goes? A question arises in your mind. It means at 0 degree centigrade, momentarily the temperature stand up to a 0 degree centigrade. Then where this heat goes? This heat which is supplied continuously at 0 degree centigrade is used to change the state of matter. It means it is used to change the state of this ice, solid ice, into liquid state. And the temperature will not increase until the whole ice melted into liquid water. It means at this temperature, the ice changes to liquid. And the temperature will momentarily remain constant till the whole ice is converted into liquid. When the whole ice is converted into liquid, then the temperature begins to increase. That is 1 degree centigrade, 2 degrees centigrade, 3 degrees centigrade, 4 degrees centigrade, and so on. Then what we study by this activity, what we know by this activity, that when we are going to heat ice cube, then its temperature increases on heating continuously. But when the temperature reaches to 0 degree centigrade, we can say it as melting point of ice. Then at that temperature, on continuous heating, the temperature remains constant momentarily till the whole solid ice is converted into liquid state. Then where this heat goes, this heat is used to convert the state of solid into liquid, and further heating, the temperature increases. Then that heat, which is utilized to change the state of the matter, that is from solid to liquid or to liquid to vapor state, that is termed as latent heat. Let us discuss it. Let us define it. What is latent heat? Latent heat means the amount of heat required to change the state of matter at constant temperature. You know, when the temperature of ice becomes 0 degree centigrade, then on further heating, the temperature is not going to increase until the whole ice is melt. It means when the temperature of ice is 0 degree centigrade and the amount of heat which is continually supplied to change in state wholly into liquid state, that only particular amount of heat is termed as latent heat. I have told you that there will not be further increase in the temperature until the whole solid melt into liquid. It means during this process, during the conversion of state, the temperature remains constant and would not increase until the complete conversion of state has occurred. It means when the temperature of ice is 0 degree centigrade, then its temperature will not increase beyond 0 degree centigrade until ice is present. When the total ice is converted into liquid water, then after that there is increase in temperature. It means the temperature of ice can never be greater than 0 degrees centigrade. What we got? First point of that, the temperature of ice can never be greater than 0 degrees centigrade. Okay, to the next. The temperature of boiling water can never be greater than 100 degrees centigrade. The next one is that the temperature of liquid water can never be greater than 100 degree centigrade. To the next one, when we are going to continue heating it, but during change of state there will not increase in the temperature, then where this heat goes? This heat is utilized to overcome the force of attraction between the particle and change the state of matter. It means what we got? The latent heat is the heat supplied to overcome the force of attraction between the particles and thereby changing its state. If we know the matter, it can be changes into liquid, from solid to liquid, and then liquid to gas. Therefore, we have two type of latent heat. That means we have two type of latent heat. Latent heat, it is of two types. The first one is that latent heat of fusion, and the next one is latent heat of vaporization. Let us discuss them one by one. The first one is latent heat of fusion. As I have discussed you that at a different temperature, that means at the melting point of any substance, when any substance reaches its melting point, then its temperatures become constant and a definite amount of heat is required to change the state from solid to liquid. During this change, the temperature remains constant because the whole heat which is supplied, which is used to overcome the force of attraction between its particle and to change in state. That means what we know, what is the latent heat of fusion? It means the amount of heat required to change the state of matter from solid to liquid. And we know during this change the temperature remains constant from solid to liquid at constant temperature. For example, the latent heat of fusion of ice is, what is that one? 3.34 into 10 to the power 5 joule per. What it means? That the latent heat of ice is 3.34 into 10 to the power 5 joule per kg. What it means? It means if we have 1 kg of ice, if we have 1 kg of ice at 0 degrees centigrade, then in order to convert it into liquid state at 0 degrees centigrade, we require 3.34 into 10 to the power 5 joule of heat energy. It means, what it means? It means in order to convert 1 kg, we have a different quantity, that is 1 kg of ice. In order to convert 1 kg of ice completely into 1 kg of ice at 0 degree centigrade, I mentioned the temperature, 0 degree centigrade, completely into liquid state at 0 degree centigrade. You see here the temperature is same. Only what is happening here? 1 kg of ice is converted into liquid state. Then what? 3.34 into 10 to the power 5 joule of heat energy is required. What we know? We know that the amount of heat which is required to change the state of from solid to liquid at constant temperature is termed as latent heat of fusion. We know the latent heat of fusion of ice is 3.34 into 10 to the power 6 joule per kg. It means if we have 1 kilogram of ice at 0 degree centigrade, then in order to convert it totally into liquid at 0 degree centigrade, then 3.34 into 10 to the power 5 joule of heat energy is required. To the next, we will discuss latent heat of vaporization. Latent heat of it means the amount of heat required to change the state of liquid into vapor state of 1 kilogram of liquid into vapor state. That means that particular amount of